I recently sold my expensive New Jersey home and relocated to the more affordable state of Delaware. In today's video, I want to explain exactly how I did it and what was the outcome. Hello and welcome. Welcome back. If you are joining me again, and a very warm welcome if this is your first time watching my video. So, in the last video, part one of this mini series, I talked about why I decided to relocate from New Jersey to Delaware. And I gave all the details about my budget and my realizations for why I needed to do this. So, in today's discussion, I want to share the new budget. I want to give you a comparison of what I was working with, tell you the details of how I paid 47% cash on the Delaware home. So, as far as the finances, first of all, I really was concerned that I wouldn't get approved for a loan because, again, my pension is 36K, and I felt like that was a pretty low income. But I had three major things going for me. Number one, I had no credit card debt. Second, I had my graduate student loans forgiven through PSLF, which is the Public Service Loan Forgiveness Program. And third, that I owed less than $5,000 on my car, which I had mentioned in the previous video. So the bank didn't even have to consider the car. They did not put that they didn't list it as a liability for me. So on closing day, I did get a profit from the sale, but out of that profit, there's a lot you got to pay. So, first of all, you have to prepare your home for sale. And in the town that I lived in, New Jersey, the township actually made me do a lot of repairs. Like I would say at least $1,000 worth of repairs just to get a certificate of occupancy. So that was an expense right there. So you got to do some prep work beforehand and put money into it. I really didn't put too much into renovating or anything like that. Otherwise, I probably would have gotten even more for the home. After I sold my home, two other units that were the identical layout of mine sold for 30K, like 25 or 30K more than mine, but they were more updated as far as their bathrooms and stuff. But there's money that you have to put up front to like fix the place up and get it ready for sale. And then once the sale takes place, there's something called closing costs. So out of my profit, I had to pay closing costs, which are a lot of money. I had to pay 3% of the sale price to my New Jersey realtor, and I had to pay 2.5% of the sale price to to the buyer's realtor. And so that was on the New Jersey side of things. Then when we talk about the Delaware side of things, Delaware doesn't have sales tax, which is great, but they do have a really hefty transfer tax. So my closing costs were much more than they would have been if I was buying in New Jersey. So I wound up paying 15K in closing costs in Delaware. So, like that, the closing costs on both sides of things took a significant chunk of profit. In my purchase, I put 120K down. So 120 down was 47%, and that was cash from the profit of my NJ home. And I wound up getting back about 20K in change. And I used that to replace all of the appliances in my Delaware home and to hire a lot of different services. All right, I want to share with you a little comparison of my budget before and after. So in the previous video, I showed you um, a spreadsheet that I used to keep track of my New Jersey home budget. And so here's just a summary of what the new budget looks like now. So for my NJ home, my mortgage had been $1,726.87. And now my Delaware home mortgage is $1,041.22. My monthly HOA in the New Jersey home was $270. And that included pretty much everything related to the outdoor space, all of the outdoor property, snow removal, lawn care, maintenance of the roof and replacement of the roof as necessary. And we had tennis courts and a pool. So, and trash removal. So the 270 covered all of that. For the Delaware home, I had mentioned already, I think in the previous video, that the HOA fee is only $300 annually, which comes out to about $25 per month. But this number here, $193.92, includes other things that are not included, because now I have a home classified as a townhome and I'm responsible for both the interior and the exterior on my plot of land. For outdoor maintenance, I'm going to do my own snow removal, shoveling, mowing the lawn, but there is some maintenance I will have to pay for, such as getting my gutters cleaned and the tree maintenance. And so all of those fees make up the Delaware monthly HOA and maintenance, which is still less than the New Jersey home. At least, hopefully. At least how I'm estimating. We'll see if what the reality is after a year being here. My annual property tax is included in the monthly mortgage. It's paid through the monthly mortgage. So for the NJ home, it was $6,805. For the Delaware home, $1,263. I need glasses. Yes. And so my monthly bill total was, for the NJ home, $3,692.08. And now for the Delaware home, my monthly my monthly bill total is $2,399.13. Now, the New Jersey budget, or the New Jersey bill total, included the car note of $440. So the budget I showed you in the previous video was wrong. I didn't include everything. I fixed it up since then. I had forgotten certain things on it. But yes, this was more accurate, and it included the car note. The Delaware budget does not include the car note because the car is now paid off. And so my total after paying bills in New Jersey was a deficit of $943.80. And now I have a surplus in Delaware of $349, and I think that's 15 cents. It's covered up on my screen. So my total monthly savings, which is the monthly bill total from New Jersey minus the monthly bill total in Delaware, is $852.95. So I think, this is what I have saved monthly by moving to Delaware. And it was a really great decision. I don't regret it. I've been here for over a month now, and I am really glad that I did this. Well, I hope you have enjoyed part 2 of this little mini series of how I paid 47% cash for my new home. And again, thank you so much for joining me. I really enjoy engaging in the comments. If you have any other ideas, please share below. Please subscribe. And if you know someone who this video might interest, send it to them, share it with them, please. Thank you so much. And until next time, stay inspired and keep thriving.